Hey, it's me, Stu Helm, the food fan, here at Food Fan Headquarters. And you all know my co-hosts for my video podcast, my houseplants, and my kitchen. I don't use my kitchen as often as I should. I eat out a lot. And that's how I first got started writing about food, is that I just ate out a lot. And my friends would ask me, like, my opinion about food, and then they said, Stu, you gotta start writing your opinion about food so we can just read it. And so I started writing it, but I wanted to make it entertaining, so I tried to write funny jokes and stuff. And people just really responded well to that, so I decided to go for it. So I'm writing about food ever since. Anyways, and I've been doing these video podcasts for about a week. And today, my video podcast, you may have noticed this little red ball in front of me. And that little red ball is part of a Melior. Melior, AKA French press. We're all familiar with this thing, right? I want to come out officially against it. I hate French press. I mean, I own one because when you run out of coffee filters, you got to do it. But it makes the worst fucking coffee unless you do it perfectly. Now, you can make a really nice French press if you grind the beans just right, and you put just the right amount in there, and then you add just the right amount of hot water at just the right temperature, and you push down the motherfucking thing at just the right time, and then you pour all of it out, because if you leave any in there, it's useless. It sits in there with the coffee grounds and turns into mud. And I know that a lot of restaurants in town use a Melior. Some of my favorite restaurants use a Melior. And I don't like it. I just don't. It gives you and I know they use it because they think that it's going to be easier, perhaps. They don't want to brew a full pot, keep a full pot of coffee around all the time, because not a lot of people order coffee past a certain time of day. I don't drink. My friends, my girlfriend like to go out and have cocktails. I don't like to stay home and knit while they do that, so I go out with them and I drink coffee until I'm like, and I'm like out of my mind on coffee. And it's my idea of fun. And so a couple of places where we go, I get the Melior. And I know that restaurants and bars do it because they think it's easy. But it's not. It's hard. I just explained all those fucking steps to you. That's hard. You have to be kind of a coffee expert to make a decent fucking cup of coffee with a Melior. Now, I don't know why the bars and late night restaurants don't incorporate the pour-over system. Nothing could be easier than that. You just take a cup and you put the cone thing and then the paper cone, and then you add a scoop of coffee and you get those grounds wet, you let that run through, and then you pour a half a cup, and then you go about your business and you come back and you pour the other half a cup, and bada bing, it's done. And it's a beautiful cup of coffee almost every time. You don't have to be a fucking barista to do a pour over. Now, a lot of the places where I get this horrible Melior bullshit, they have these highly qualified mixologists behind the counter that are making alcoholic beverages that, could win a fucking, win a prize of some kind. Some of them do, And sometimes they make me non-alcoholic soda pops and whatnot, and they're really fucking good. So I don't see why the highly qualified mixologists can't make a pour-over. It's like the easiest motherfucking thing on the planet to make a fucking pour-over. So I just am starting right now, 3.5-minute rant against the Melior. Ban the French press in Asheville. I would like to see legislation taken up and have these things abolished from restaurants. I need mine at home in case I run out of coffee filters. And I know how to make a decent cup of coffee using a Melior. If anybody wants to hire me, charge $1,000 an hour. Anyways, that's my rant. Every once in a while, I'll do a rant. Just mix it up a little bit. So thanks for listening. Thank you to Houseplants as usual, and to the kitsch back there. And I'll rant about something else in a little bit. Later.